Infinity Games Podcast.
Welcome to the Infinity Games Podcast, episode 19. I'm Jukeboxhero.
I'm KelryxsKing.
And our main topic today is speed running.
Hype.
But before we do that, we're going to tell you what games we've been playing, and we're going to discuss a mechanic, the copy ability.
That copy ability, though.
Yeah, the copy ability, though. You what, mate?
I what?
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 60 watts?
You're a unit of power. You're a unit of power measurement, Harry. I'm a watt.
I dig it.
Yes. So did my electrician friend when I sent him that. He was like, bah, ha, ha, ha.
I'm just going to pretend he actually laughs like that.
He did.
Oh God.
Fun fact.
I like him more already.
You do not take him to a comedy movie.
Yeah. I think he'd get ice thrown at him.
Probably.
Okay. Kelryx, tell me what you've been playing. It's time for games we've been playing. The segment where we give insight on what we've been playing. New or old, good or bad. Here is what we've been playing.
The stuff and the things.
We do a little more detail.
Fun stuff and things.
Is it the computer things?
It's the computer stuffs.
Oh, that's racist.
Whoa. No, okay. So, I had a friend at work convince me to start playing League of Legends.
Okay.
I am hot fucking trash at it.
No. You're great. It's trash.
Lovely. I prefer that way of thinking. Anyways, so for anybody who's ever played a MOBA, it's not it's such a massive learning curve.
No kidding.
It's tricky because it's like when you start playing, you have access to it. They give you 10 start characters, and then you can use in-game points to purchase characters so that you can use them whenever you want. Or you can use characters that are in free rotation, which I think change every Tuesday or something. So what sucked for me is I started playing and there's this dragon lady named Shyvana, and I was doing pretty well with her, and then I hit the level where they take away your starting characters and give you the free rotation characters. So she got taken away from me.
Brutal.
And I was like, no, what do I do?
Spend that cash.
No.
How else do they make that dollar?
Well, that's just it. So my buddies, luckily I have two friends. I have my friend Scrawny Bitch from work, who was the one that told me, hey, you should play League. I was like, fuck it, cool, why not? And then I got my buddy, the big guy, who also plays League. So I messaged him and I was like, completely random, I know, but I started playing League. And he was like, fucking awesome, let's game. So they're both really helpful. It's like we play and I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, okay, so you're fucked. I was like, I'm aware of that, but how do I go from being completely fucked to only being a quarter of the way fucked? How do I go from getting a little bit? I was gonna say, how do I go from getting completely railed to maybe only getting my butthole licked a little bit?
You use just the tip.
Lovely.
Sorry, I forgot to word that in the way of a question. What is just the tip?
Perfect. 500 points to you. You just won Jeopardy.
Great.
So
where's my millions?
No, only 500 points. 500 points is equivalent to 5 cents. Your nickel is in the mail.
Yes.
Just remember, it's a Canadian nickel, so it's worth piss all. So, anyways, so they're really awesome about they're like, okay, well, where do you want to go? Because it's you play either top lane, mid lane, bottom, support, or jungle. And you literally can't even begin to play jungle until you're at least level 10.
Okay. Jungle sounds fun.
Because it's pretty much like you literally run around in the darkness of the area killing monsters to give your teams boosts. Like it's kind of idiot proof once you know where to go, what enemies to target, blah blah blah. So I usually, when I had my Dragon Lady, I played top, because top is pretty much like the shutdown point. Like, the whole idea is that you literally just shut down any enemies from coming that way. You don't really push or get aggressive. But lately, I've been playing bottom with Scrawny Bitch. And, like, I'll play a bottom character, and he'll play my support character. So, it's, like, there's just a lot to it, because it's like, your characters all have 4 abilities. Every time you level up, you can put a point into one of the abilities. You can't put a point into your ultimate and access your ultimate until you're at least level 6. You can also buy items, which give you, like, damage boosts. They give you life steal. They give you armor, health regen. Like, there's literally, like, 1,000 different items in the game, and every character has a specific, like, recommended item build that you should work towards. But you can also literally just buy any item if you have the gold for it.
Okay.
And then there's also, like, wards that you can place so that you can, like, see into the darkness, and there's so many variables. There's so many, and it's such a huge learning curve, but it's fun. Yeah. It's a lot of fun, especially, like I said, when I'm playing with my friends.
I hate games with that much of a learning curve.
I normally do too. Honestly, like, if I just picked up League by myself for the hell of it, I probably would have played 5 games and put it away forever.
Yeah.
Like, if that. Because I'd have no idea what to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's like me and every MMO ever.
Pretty much.
I'm just like, this is trash, goodbye.
Like every long anime ever.
Oh god, dude, you sound like a robot.
I have a funny story about manga in a sec. It will literally
start
take
singing.
me 30
Start
seconds.
Singing.
What?
Just do I'm Blue Abu Di Abu Da.
Your mic is all kinds of wonky right now. It's like it's trying to auto-tune you terribly. I'm a robot.
Are you normal again? Oh, good.
Yes.
I was telling you to sing. I'm blue, dabu dee dabu da. Yeah, I like that song.
That's all I know of it.
That's all anyone knows.
Perfect. I'm like everyone else.
It's weird, dude. I have like 7 different versions of that song.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know where I started sounding like a robot, but I was pretty much just saying League is pretty much only fun for me because of my friends. Like, now that I kind of know what to do, I can play it solo and have fun. But it's definitely it's a lot like Overwatch or
I don't
Destiny. Like, go ahead.
I don't like Overwatch and Destiny. I think those are like a pretty big step below it. Like, it wouldn't be as hard to just like pick those ones up because at least you know how to like play a shooter.
Yeah, no, it's
you just
definitely
need
not
people
a
to
one,
get the nuances.
Yeah.
Like, you support this guy. Fuck off at this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, by no means was that a 1-to-1 comparison. I was just saying, in the same sense that the 3 games are just, they're definitely meant to be played with friends and teammates.
Yeah, I'd compare it to World of Warcraft. If you've ever seen Guild Grumps.
Guild Grumps? No.
Okay, so that was probably like 3 years ago now. But Ross, he got a bunch of level 80 characters because they were like, hey, you can just like buy level 80 characters now or something. And he gave one to each of the Grumps, and not a sitcom, but it was kind of like a reality TV show style, where he was teaching them how to play World of Warcraft because they never played before.
That's awesome.
But like the whole time they're just like, how do I do literally any? This is so not fun. This is hot trash. And then Holly, Ross's wife, comes in one day and she's just like, oh, you didn't show them any of the cool things. No wonder they hate your guts. And then she was showing them like, hey, if you go to this world, I don't know, this waterfall lights up at this time and stuff. And just like cool shit like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
Yeah. The middle of it, Danny, he quit. He's just like, yeah, I'm sorry to do this to you guys. I'm leaving. And they're just like, wait, is he joking?
And then it's like, Afro Man has disconnected.
Yeah.
Shit. He wasn't kidding.
No, that was funny.
But yeah, League is a lot of fun. I'm at least having fun with it. I got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, and Scrawny Bitch is camping, so I'm not going to be able to play with him until Monday, but oh well.
Bring whatever you're doing, bring your DS.
Well, it's my girlfriend's dad is in town, so we'll be going visiting him, probably just hanging out at her sister's, watching movies and stuff like that. It's pretty much what we do when he comes to visit.
Cool.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. We usually have an okay time. And I mean, it's not like we're literally going to get home at 2 a.m. and I'm going to go to bed. It's like we'll probably come home for like 9 or 10, and then I'll be able to like stay up all night and play a bunch of League. So,
just over time, you're going to develop this neck beard, couple pimples. Yeah. Just start leaning back a little bit more when you're playing.
Yeah, like
the fuck like is sleep?
My life is already what the fuck is sleep. Everybody at work's like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep last night, and I'm just like, what'd you get? And they're like, oh, I only got 6 hours. I'm like,
that's cute.
Like, I literally get 4 every night.
No kidding.
That's if I'm lucky, and that's if I fall asleep like right when I go to bed. So I get closer to 3.5. Wake up, get all my stuff ready. Go to the bus stop, get on the bus, sleep an hour on the bus, go to work. So I maybe get 5 hours a night. Like, total.
I just can't sleep.
Jukebox has been an insomniac for literally the last, 6 years. True story.
6? You fucking kidding me, dude? That has been since, grade 7 at least.
Well, goddamn.
Hold on. Somehow I changed my computer into Japanese text mode.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I must have hit a hotkey or something.
That hotkey, though.
That hotmail, though.
That hotmail.
That hot rod, though. That hot bod, though.
That dad bod, though. But anyways, so I've been playing League. That's pretty much all I've been playing. I haven't really had time to do anything else. I definitely, sometime this weekend, I'm definitely picking Final Fantasy 12 up again.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't fit some of that in between.
Well, because the thing is, it would literally, I'd get home from work, I'd shower, I'd eat, we'd play League from 7:30 to 9:30, and then I'd be like, well, I'm going to bed in 2 hours, so the last thing I want to do is boot up Final Fantasy 12, play for an hour and a half, to play for an hour and a half, get invested, and then have to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
Fuck it.
So
can I say the things I've been playing?
Yes, I was about to say. So that's all I've been doing. So Jukebox, hit me.
I don't want to hit you. I don't want to hurt you.
Hit me with the knowledge?
Hit you with that dick.
That's even better.
Yes. No. Fucking Super Mario Bros. On the NES.
Dude, random.
Yeah?
Really random. When was the last time you played that?
Fucking, I don't know, a year ago maybe?
When you told me that you picked up the NES again, I assumed
something else.
You know what? I don't know what I assumed. I assumed like Castlevania or something for some reason. Not, but
Well, you know what? I was
It-
trying to convince Kari to come play Castlevania 3 because we watched the anime and I wanted to show her
Yeah.
the game, but that didn't happen.
What did she think about the anime?
Oh, she loved it.
That's good.
She wants more, so we'll be watching it when it comes out.
Oh, absolutely. Me and Hylex will be doing the same thing. As soon
Hell
as
yeah.
season 2 comes out, it'll be like binge watch.
Yeah, I'll try. Be like, hey, let's do the thing. She'll be like, no. Be like, why?
Yeah.
We're still on season 6 of Game of Thrones. We stopped like 3 episodes before the end, and I'm like, why? I mean,
My
why?
God.
No, so, dude, Super Mario Bros. She was actually over the other day because we were watching Vampire Hunter D. Because I found that on VHS. And then afterwards, she's just like, yeah, I got this craving to play Super Mario Bros. So we did 2-player.
Nice.
And then today, while I was recording podcast TBD, we were playing Super Mario Bros. In the way that we were playing Kirby 64 on the last podcast.
That's lovely.
Yeah, I got to the negative world.
Nice.
Yeah, they didn't
How
know
many
what the
tries?
fuck was going on. Do you mean how many times did I have to jump at that wall to go through?
Yes.
Surprisingly not many, like maybe 10.
No, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah, I mean that's good for me at least.
Yeah, because I remember that time you tried to show me for the first time. It literally took us like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's like I died twice timing over.
Yeah, you literally just could not make the jump for the life of you.
Yeah, and you're just like, well, I mean, I'll take your word for it, but it was like, no, I swear I can do it. Good times, good times. It was actually kind of funny because I took the warp to World 8, which Kari never knew of. She's never been to those warps, so she's never been to World 8, and it was like blowing her mind because she'd never been that far.
That's cool.
Yeah, she like spastically runs through the levels though.
Oh.
It's like speed.
Like me.
It's like speedrun-esque, except she dies.
Wink.
Wink nudge. So
What else?
So I played a little bit of that, and then I played some of Ninja Gaiden.
Oh god.
Because I was like, I'd like to get good at this game. And then I realized it's not as good as I remember.
I was gonna say, cue the Boromir meme. One does not simply get good in Ninja Gaiden.
Oh god. But no, for real, dude, like sticking to walls when you jump on them or get knocked back by enemies is just what knocked that game down so much.
I agree. It's a little excessive.
Because I mean, it happened about 3 times. I was up against an enemy and they knocked me back, and then I'd hold onto the wall. And then once you're on the wall, you can't climb, you have to jump off. So I'd jump immediately into the enemy. And then he'd knock me back and then jump immediately into him. It's just like a non-stop cycle. And I'm like, this is horseshit. Because if I didn't jump off, he just walked into me.
Yep. I think it would have been better if like obviously if you jump, you stick to a wall.
Yeah.
That's standard. But I definitely think that if the enemy hits you into a wall, you should just kind of slide down it.
Yeah, no
like
kidding.
you would if like the same way you would if you got knocked into a wall in a Mega Man game or whatever.
Yeah, they
You know?
I mean, I guess they just couldn't have that advanced programming. What else I noticed, because I completely forgot about this, but when you're climbing ladders, you can't climb on top of whatever platform that ladder leads to, so there's always another platform behind you that you can wall jump off of.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I didn't get very far. I got to like Act 2, Level 3 or something.
I don't know if you know who he is, but Hylexa just pointed out something funny. It's really off topic, but I have to mention it because it's fucking perfect.
What's that?
The main boy in Kiki's Delivery Service, like the bike kid, he looks exactly like Mr. Fruit.
Mr. Fruit from
YouTube. He looks the exact same. Yeah, just Google him real quick. You're gonna laugh.
Mr. Fruit Gaming Channel?
Yes.
Okay, go away, Steam. I really like his logo.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Yeah, he does look pretty damn close.
right? It's funny.
Weird.
Anyways, back on topic.
Yeah.
I just had to mention that. Like she just pointed that out and I was like, "My god."
Gasp.
Gasp.
Gasp. Super gasp.
Oh my god.
She's watched Kiki's before, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've watched it before. She just had like a random craving to watch Kiki's, so she just booted it up.
I can dig. Oh, dude, I got like smidgen of news. So, you know the guys who left Ghibli created their own company and made that Mary and the Witch's Curse or whatever it was called?
They did.
Yeah,
To the
so
Googles.
a bunch of animators left Ghibli and created their own studio.
Mary and the Witch's Flower.
Yeah, that one. G Kids got the licensing rights for that, so I'm super hype about that.
Does that mean we're getting an English version?
Yep.
Sweet.
Well, okay, not necessarily an English version, but at least an English release.
By Studio Ponoke.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, I'm just so happy that's G Kids though, because Disney like acquired them, but they do so much better Ghibli releases than Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. At box office, $17 million. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or 428 million yen. That's opening weekend though.
Wait.
428.
Wait, hold on. 428 million yen?
Yes.
That'd be a lot closer to 42 million, I thought. Unless the yen super depreciated.
Two decimals back. It's always been like that. 10,000 yen is the equivalent of $100 for us.
I know it's 2 decimals. Hold on, what was the number? 428 million?
Yes.
Oh, so it'd be a lot closer to
equivalent.
4.28 million then.
Yes.
Where does 17 million come from?
The 428 is its opening weekend.
Oh, so the 17
Japan.
is just the gross.
Yes,
Okay.
the 17 is the overall gross. So, for anybody who didn't do well in conversions class, that means the grand total of the film made 1.7 billion yen. Yay. Roughly. Again, it's not an exact estimate, but if you ever need to do yen to the dollar, it's like 100 to 1. So 100 yen is $1, 1,000 is 10, blah, blah, blah. That's the easiest way to math yen if you ever need to for some reason.
And that's to American dollars.
Yes.
And that's for
Because
2017.
yes.
Because my god, that shit does not work in the 80s.
No.
I'm like looking at old Famicom posters and stuff, and I'm like, huh, that was really expensive. No, their yen was a lot cheaper then.
Yep.
Anyways, I can't remember what else I've been playing.
Lol, have you done any more Ni no Kuni or Amazing Mirror?
No, but I did play like 2 levels of the Crystal Shards after you left.
Nice.
Man, I haven't even sat on that side of the couch to play Ni no Kuni in a long time now. I mean, it's probably just not going to happen at this point. Got to pry myself away from whatever else I'm doing.
That's okay. What we'll do is when Ni no Kuni 2 comes out, I will most likely get it, and what we'll do is we'll stream it.
Okie doke. I can dig.
What we'll do is you just bring your microphone over, your Blue Yeti, assuming I don't have one of my own by then, which would be nice, but
yeah,
I don't know. You just bring yours over and we'll just set that up, and that way we can both talk, because I don't think my headset mic will work very well if we both try.
No.
We are currently literally ear to ear, and my headset is about to break, but
just
okay.
Gotta get it nice and close, and lips are almost touching, and we can just talk like that. That was a slurp for anyone wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like many other things. It is not penetration, for one.
Anyways, it's Mechanics Workshop time.
Hey, look, a segue. Mechanics Workshop time. Tell us what we're talking about.
Mechanics Workshop?
Yeah.
Stuff and things?
No. That was the video games you were playing.
God damn it.
We're talking about the copyability now.
Wait. Things and stuff.
Wait, you motherfucker. I challenge you to a rock-off.
Fuck. Anyways.
Fuck.
And this turned into the Tenacious D. So, fun fact, Jukebox and I used to literally be able to sing that entire song chord for chord, note for note without any fuck-ups.
Fuck, dude, I could recite the entire movie without watching it.
Nice.
Oh, God, it's so terrible.
Anyways, so we're talking about the copyability, which it's a very specialized mechanic. Like, Jukebox and I looked into it, and the only two, like, hardcore examples we could find are obviously Kirby and Mega Man. So Jukebox is going to handle talking about Kirby, and I'm going to handle talking about Mega Man. Go, Jukebox, go!
So, Kirby sucks in the things and becomes stuff. Your turn.
Sweet. Anyways, so...
No, not actually. So...
Well, yes, actually, but little more than that.
Yeah, okay. Kirby's copy mechanic, it didn't start until Kirby's Adventure on the NES, so Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy didn't have it. And there's a few other games like Kirby's Mass Attack, The Rainbow Curse, and Epic Yarn that don't have it. But more or less, if there is an enemy, when Kirby sucks it in, do you press down or the B button?
Down.
Yeah, so
B shoots it out.
Yeah, so if you press down, Kirby will transform into like a version of that enemy pretty much. And he gets his ability. So if you suck up some flaming bastard, you're going to get a fire ability. If you suck up the wheel, you spin a lot.
Yeah. I was going to just mention quickly is some of the abilities are very different between games. Like in Kirby and the Crystal Shards, if you suck up a fire dude, Kirby shoots forward as a fireball. Whereas in most other Kirby games, it gives him like a fire breath kind of thing.
So I know for the Amazing Mirror, when he gets the fire ability, it like shoots him forward, and if he gets ice, he has frost breath.
Okay, so the Amazing Mirror is a little bit different then.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm glad you brought up Crystal Shards, because in that one, you can combine abilities.
Yeah, they haven't done that again yet.
So, yeah, that was in the year 2000 or whatever. The Kirby game that's coming out next year, Dreamland Whateverness. I don't know the title. It's a Dreamland one, though. They're actually bringing it back for that one. The first time in 17 fucking years, they're bringing back the best fucking ability Kirby ever had.
Yeah, I don't think it's like... I don't think it's as... whatchamacallit? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, what the fuck? Where's the name? This is literally what it says on Wikipedia. During E3 2017, Nintendo unveiled a new installment for the Nintendo Switch, tentatively named Kirby for Nintendo Switch. The release date is set for 2018, blah, blah, blah. Holds similarities to... Never mind, sorry, blah, blah, blah. Can turn enemies into computer-controlled allies. Besides this is the ability of power combination, originally from Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards. Literally no name. I know it got named.
You know what? Nintendo E3 trailer. Nintendo.com. Kirby for Nintendo Switch working title. I could have sworn it was Dreamland something.
It definitely did. It got named. I fucking know it did.
Well, you know what? How about this? It's the next Dreamland-esque game, because it's like an actual 2D platformer with minimal gimmicks.
Perfect. Anyways, but so yeah. Continue.
Sorry, I was looking at the site. I mean, that's more or less it. Also in Smash Bros, Kirby can swallow the enemies, and I mean, he kind of looks like them after he does that, and he gains their special moves. Hat. Well, it depends who it is. If it's DK, he looks fucking horrifying.
Yeah, he's all furry and shit.
But yeah, so Kirby's copy ability revolves around swallowing any enemy or boss to gain some sort of elemental attribute of that enemy. Kelryx, tell us why this differs from Mega Man.
Mega Man is his copy ability has changed a lot over the course of his tenure. In the original Mega Man, what happened is he's programmed to, when he defeats an enemy robot, he assimilates their data, and it results in him being able to change his Mega Buster to replicate their ability. Right?
Okay.
So essentially, he kills something, he gets their powers. Very simple. Right? So if he kills Fireman, he can suddenly shoot a flamethrower. If he kills Splash Woman, he can shoot her laser tridents. If he kills there's a couple of like weirder ones, like if he kills Hard Man, he can shoot hard knuckles.
I know a hard man, and his name is Kelryx.
Tell them my secrets. But
look at that bod.
Yeah. So and that's how it's been for the majority of Mega Man games. Like all 10 of the Mega Man games in 2D NES style, same concept. Kill the Robot Master, get their ability.
Okay, never mind.
And then
what about Mega Man X?
It was the same thing for Mega Man X. What they changed in Mega Man X, it didn't change their copy ability, but it made it more interesting. Is in Mega Man X you can get like armor upgrades and stuff. So when you get the Buster upgrade, you're able to charge your special abilities.
Ooh.
Which I always thought was pretty cool.
You know what my favorite Mega Man copy ability is?
Oh, I'd love to hear this.
Galaxy Man from Mega Man 9. He shoots fucking black holes.
Yep, the black hole bomb.
Yeah, like how the fuck does that not just beat everything instantly?
I don't know, because somehow you can shoot a concrete thing, because, fun fact, concrete stops black holes.
That totally makes sense. You know,
True.
Water beats fire, fire beats grass, concrete beats black holes. Genius.
Yep.
Just pure, simple, like, common sense.
Neil deGrasse Tyson confirmed.
Yeah. I mean, you heard it. He said it right in Cosmos. It's at the start of every episode.
Yep.
No, don't believe us. Go check.
Yep. Like, right at the beginning of the episode, fucking, he's like, you know what? Black holes. You got a problem? You got a black hole? Just have, like, an absurd amount of density in a small, compact area, creating a black hole. Just shoot some concrete at it. Back a concrete truck up. Give her. You're done. You're good.
And I can't remember. It may have actually been at the end of the episode. So just watch the whole thing. You'll see it eventually. If it's not in the first one, go to the next one. You know, just keep going through. You'll find it. In the meantime, educate yourselves.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, God.
So
this is fun.
And then his Mega Man's copy ability changed a little when they did the Battle Network series on Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
His copy ability changed from being able to steal and copy the abilities of the enemies to being able to... It's hard to say. In later games, he gets like the double soul ability, which allows him, like, for example, he can use Gutsman's powers whenever he wants.
Okay.
And he'll get, like, his armor will change and everything. He'll get all of Gutsman's abilities, but it didn't require killing him and stealing his abilities.
It's a little more humane.
Yeah, it's more child friendly. It's like it's like he helps Gutsman in a tough position, and then he's like, you know what, Mega Man, I got your back. We're gonna be friends forever. And then it's like your soul communed with Gutsman, and you now have access to Guts' soul or whatever. So then it's like,
sorry, that just sounds really funny.
I know it. That's, I swear to God, like that's almost word for word what it says in the games. It's really weird. And then it's like, so when he's in like double soul or whatever, he gains the abilities of those navies. His Mega Buster, his charge shot changes. So if he double souls with like Fireman, his charge shot turns into a flamethrower. Also, if he uses any fire element battle chips, they get a passive like plus 10 or plus 20 boost to their damage. He can also, in most games, he can charge fire chips to like double their damage.
Nifty.
But then the problem is with double souling is you also take on the weaknesses. So if Mega Man's using Fire Soul and he gets hit with a water attack, he takes double damage and then immediately gets knocked out of Fire Soul.
Lame.
Which, I mean, so it's pretty standard. Like, oh no, hey, this boss uses water abilities. I better use Fire Soul. Like, maybe not.
Use Woodman.
Yeah, use Woodman, exactly. his
fucking
double soul
made out of wood.
His double soul with Woodman looks so fucking funny. I'll send you a picture later.
Okay. So
he gets like a big wooden skirt. It's hilarious.
Beautiful. He's experimenting. Don't laugh.
Exactly.
No, so earlier before the podcast, you were saying that Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
I honestly, I know we played it, but I can't remember. Is the copy ability like the exact same as the NES Mega Man's? Like you defeat the boss and you can use his ability?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I
figured.
I find that for the most part, the abilities that you get are very different from what the bosses can do.
Okay.
Sometimes at least, because I mean, in like take Mega Man. Let's take Mega Man 2, for example.
I can dig.
You beat Metal Man and you can throw his metal blades.
Right.
You beat Quick Man and you can throw his boomerangs. Right? Like it's literally damn near a 1-for-1. Like whatever they use to attack you is what you're gonna get afterwards, you know? Whereas in Mighty Number 9, it's like you beat the fire dude and his whole thing is like he charges up, shoots like fire walls at you and like tries to like charge up with fire and like football tackle you and shit.
Okay. So
naturally, after I beat him, I assumed, hey, cool, I'm going to get like a flamethrower or like a firewall or something, right? No. Mighty Beck gets the ability to like charge up and then like literally explode with fire, like in an outward 360. That. Yeah, and then you can charge it up to make the explosion bigger and do more damage. Nice. So I actually thought it was kind of cool that you got something different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, granted, the fire one is pretty ass, but it was still it was still nice that it was a little less generic.
Man,
because of course, like, sorry, go ahead.
What do you know? What the sniper gives?
Yeah, you literally just shoot sniper bullets that can ricochet.
You know, I still dig that because I really liked the level.
Yeah, me too. Except if you had the bomb guy, if you had like the military guy, if you had his power. Like, that level's actually pretty trivial. I watched somebody do that level, and they literally just walked through the whole thing, no problem with the bomb guy.
Figures.
I was like, God damn.
Now we know.
Now we know, and knowing is half the battle.
Do-do-do.
Do-do.
So, okay, I'm going to wrap this in a neat little bow.
Yay.
We know of 2 games, 3 if you include Mighty Number 9, that have a copy ability. Kirby and Mega Man. The biggest difference is that Kirby can absorb abilities from any enemy or boss, whereas Mega Man has to defeat a boss first. And in addition to that, Mega Man's ability can run out, in which case you need power tanks. Or power pellets, or whatever they are.
Yep. E-tanks. No, E-tanks
No,
are health.
that's health. I don't know what they call the ones that increase your abilities power again. I'll just call them power pellets.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Pac-Man would be proud.
So if you can think of any games that have a copy ability that aren't Mega Man or Kirby, please let us know in the comments. You could tweet at us at games_podcast, or you could comment on our Facebook page at Infinity Games Podcast. Be much appreciated, because honestly, we were like racking our brains like, man, there has to be something else. Why can't we think of anything?
Yeah, I'm positive there's something else.
Like I was almost thinking Yoshi's Island when he gets like the little helicopters and stuff, but like it's not quite a copy ability. You don't copy an enemy.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, not quite. Oh,
We'll probably what?
Ditto.
Ditto counts.
Yeah.
Ditto is the ultimate copy ability.
Use that transform.
Mewtwo. Not Mewtwo, but Mew can also do the transform. Mew as well. I don't remember that Pokemon. He was he was in the Greek version only.
Yep.
Fun fact.
Yep. Fun fact. All right, so we're about to get into our main topic here, which is speed running. And I'm very new to watching, following speed runs, learning the tricks and stuff. But Kelryx here has been following a convention called GDQ for much longer than I, so I'm going to let him get into it and tell you what speedrunning is all about.
So the convention that Jukebox is talking about is actually a set of two conventions, and there's also a separate like spin-off that goes on, but I'll get into that in a sec. The main convention is called GDQ, which stands for Games Done Quick. I know, speedruns, games done quick. My God, shocker. But so there's SGDQ, which is Summer Games Done Quick. That actually just wrapped up here, I think, a month ago.
Yep.
It went on in, I want to say, the second week of July. And then, and then Awesome Games Done Quick happens in January. And Awesome Games Done Quick is the, it is the bigger one.
It's like the flagship.
Yeah, it's the flagship. SGDQ is kind of a
just like an intermediary thing. It's a bit smaller.
It's just as good, right? It's just that AGDQ is the one that everybody like really tunes in for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and the whole point of GDQ is they raise money for cancer. And like the children's hospital, cancer research. Yes, like no, they raise money to progress cancer. Sons of bitches.
Oh
I know.
God.
But no, they raise the money for the research towards cancer prevention and the cure. Also, they raise for like the children's hospital.
So I can't remember the name of it. It's I'm pretty sure it's French, but I think the acronym was MSF. And they are the largest single donor for that charity.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Like, just to put into perspective how amazing the speedrunning community and also how amazing GDQ is, AGDQ and SGDQ of 2017 together raised a grand total of, I believe, $3.7 million.
All them zeros.
AGDQ made
2
I
mil.
think they got well, it was like 2.1 or 2.2. I can't remember if it was 0.1 or 2 though.
Yeah. Small details.
Yeah, so essentially AGDQ raised $2 million, which is absolutely insane. And then SGDQ, which again just wrapped up, they got to $1.5 million.
I thought they did 1.7.
Oh, it might have been 1.7. Let me check real quick.
It's a lot of dollars.
I'm pretty sure it was 1.5 and some change. Yeah. By change, I mean like several like hundreds of thousands, or several tens of thousands, I should say.
So, GDQ is kind of like the biggest amalgamation of speedrunners, the majority of which are Twitch streamers. They will stream their progress on Twitch as they learn to speedrun these games.
Quick pause. SGDQ 2017 raised a grand total of $17,092,632.
I want to note you said 17 million instead of 1.7.
Yes, 1.7 million. My bad. I'm sorry.
Still,
so
tons of money.
Just shy of 1.8.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm pretty sure AGDQ of 2017, I'm pretty sure they raised just under, they raised 2.2 million. So that means grand total between the two of them, they raised, if you add the tens of thousands, they made like just over $4 million total.
God damn.
And that all went to like the Children's Hospital, MSF,
Doctors Without Borders.
Doctors Without Borders is the big one that that was the one that
maybe that is
the
MSF.
It might be. I know it says here Summer Games Done Quick 2017. The 1.8 was all for Doctors Without Borders.
Okay.
Which is awesome.
So charity is amazing, and we know what GDQ is, but how about explaining for people who may have never heard of speedrunning? Because it's kind of a niche thing.
Okay, so the best way, and one of my favorite examples is pretty much everybody has played Super Mario Bros. On NES.
Some form.
In some form. Either you played the first level, you played with your brother and sister when you were younger, whatever.
Virtual console, Mario All-Stars, all that shit.
Emulation, like, God knows. Yeah. You've probably played it in some capacity. Jukebox, if you and I sat down and we played through Super Mario Bros. On NES, how long do you think it would take us to beat the game?
You know what? I always fall to shit once I get to the 8th world, so I guess we'd have to restart at least twice, so maybe 30 minutes.
Okay, so let's say for lack of argument, because I'm shit at the game, let's say it takes 45 minutes for Jukebox and I to beat Super Mario Bros.
Yeah,
right?
I can get behind that.
Anywhere, like upwards of an hour to two, depending on
how shit we happen to be that day.
Yeah, how shit we happen to be, your anybody else's total skill level, etc., etc., etc. You know? So, now, what would you say if I told you that the world record for the fastest completion time of Super Mario Bros. Was under 5 minutes?
Gasp.
Like in a shorter amount of time than it takes for me to take a shit, somebody can beat Super Mario Bros. Like I'm talking like World 8 beat the last boss.
You gotta take turbo turds. Tough shit if you gotta take a shit.
Oh, nerd references every episode. I love it.
So good.
So the main concept of speedrunning is it's exactly what it sounds like. Beat the game as fast as you possibly fucking can. And there's so many variations. There's like let's take for example, like Super Metroid. Super Metroid is probably one of the single most popular speedrun games.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so many different fucking ways to do it. So for Super Metroid, there's any percent, which is literally beat the game as fast as possible. It doesn't matter how the fuck you do it. You can pick up whatever items you want or don't want, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Literally just get the fuck through it. There is low percent, where you literally get as few items as possible. You literally don't get anything that you don't need to beat the game.
Yeah.
And then there's 100%, where you get every item, every weapon, every fucking missile tank, every energy tank, etc. So, of course, they all have different time limits. Any percent, I think the world record is like 42 minutes. Low percent, I think this world record is probably like upwards of 48 to 50. And 100% is like an hour and 5 minutes or something. Like, they're all pretty close, but they're still very different.
Save the animals.
Save the animals. I'm actually just gonna, just for sake of argument, I'm actually gonna pull up the world records for it.
I'm gonna explain what the save the animals thing is. So,
go for it.
When speedrunning Super Metroid, or when playing Super Metroid in general, there's a few little gremlin-ass animals, and they kind of show you how to do the wall jump. And there's like a bird that shows you how to do the speedrun thing. When you are escaping, when the place is like falling to shit and is about to explode, if you enter a room, you can more or less save them because they will leave the room, and at the end animation you will see a little dot fly off in the distance, and that's them escaping in a spaceship. If you do not save them, that dot does not fly off. The big like hoopla about it is that if you save them, it adds a couple extra seconds to your total playtime, which if you're speedrunning, that's like blasphemy. So during GDQ, what they do is they have a running tally with donations for voting on either saving the animals or killing the animals, and it's the single biggest what would you call that, like donation tier goal, I guess.
Actually, it got beat this SGDQ for biggest
really
donation incentive. Yep.
What was it this time?
Breath of the Wild speedrun was if it was it needed 100,000 for them to do it.
No, I could have swore Super Metroid made way more, like 250.
It might have made more overall, but as far as the donation incentive goal, I know. Oh, what is it? I might be thinking of something different, but I know Super Metroid. There's something in the game that you either avoid or have to get, and it's literally just like an extra thing. It's not save or kill the animals, but usually they ask 50,000 donation for them to do it. I can't remember what it is. It might be like an extra boss or like to get an extra item or something. I really don't know for sure, but most of the time they request 50. So Super Metroid is like pretty much their single biggest cash grab, which is good, which is awesome. I've never played that game and I fucking love that game. But the biggest donation incentive they've ever had was blah blah blah.
Breath of the Wild
was the Breath of the Wild speedrun.
Yeah. Which
they did hit, which was super cool. And then, real quick, just because I just mentioned it, so, any percent world record for Super Metroid, 41 minutes, 56 seconds. Second place is 41 minutes.
I'm assuming that doesn't include that weird, like, wall jump glitch at the start, because if I remember, someone beat it in, like, 2.5 minutes. Yeah, no, it means, like, I'm getting, because there's any percent glitched as well. Okay.
So, any percent is 41.56. And just to show like how tight it is, second place is 41 minutes 58 seconds.
2 goddamn seconds.
So dude, literally, yeah, if he'd been 3 seconds faster, he would have made a new world record. So, 100%, the world record is 1 hour 14 minutes 33 seconds. Low percent is 50 minutes 4 seconds. RBO, which I'm not sure what it stands for, I can't remember, but the world record is 1 hour 3 minutes 37 seconds. And then any percent glitched is 13 minutes 6 seconds. 16 seconds, sorry.
Okay, so it's longer than I thought, but it's still fast as fuck.
There's also GT code, which I don't know what that is. That's 3428. Map completion is 1 hour 22 minutes, and then there's a bunch of like miscellaneous ones like Saris Escape, Spore Spawn RTA, Crocomire RTA, any percent PAL, and 0%. But like it just goes to show, like,
so
you can pick a game and then pick like one of like 9,000 fucking categories. Like, it's actually ridiculous.
So I beat Super Metroid. Granted, the very first time I was ever playing it, and I'd never seen a Let's Play or anything. I was like 76% and like 3 hours.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers play it so much they can do it in an hour.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty insane.
Yeah. So, okay. What would you say was one of your favorite speedruns to watch?
For me, personal favorites.
Yeah.
There's a few. I love watching Ratchet and Clank because it's literally just glitchy awesomeness. It's like abusing long jumps and stuff like that to like gain stupid amounts of momentum so that you can just make completely impossible jumps, as well as clipping through walls in order to skip entire levels, stuff like that. Really entertaining to watch. Again, it's one of those things where it's super technical. So it's really impressive to watch people get like really difficult tricks on their first try. And then my like number one favorite to watch that I honestly only just started watching like in 2016. I've been watching SGDQ since like 2014.
Yeah, I just started with SGDQ 2017 and I watched like 50 videos.
Yeah.
Like I was not into speedrunning until recently.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll watch it.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch, especially for games you enjoy. Quick thing before I continue. If anybody's interested in watching SGDQ, AGDQ, of course they have their schedules, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, January and July are their months of operation. They stream the entire thing live on Twitch, like a straight shot. They never pause. They have games running literally 24/7 for like 5 days straight.
Yeah.
And then they archive and upload everything to YouTube.
Yeah, so you can go back and watch all the things.
Exactly. You can go back, you can subscribe to the channel Games Done Quick. They literally have every single GDQ video that they have ever done.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Like give or take maybe one or two.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So after the plug, the nice plug.
Yes.
GDQ sponsor us. No, I'm kidding.
That's kind of the opposite.
Yeah, no kidding. It kind of goes the other way.
Go support GDQ.
When I have promised myself that one day when I have a good chunk of disposable income, I will give them a fat donation.
Fat stacks.
Fat stacks. Dancing in the money. Anyway. So
okay.
GDQ is wonderful. Go watch videos. They're like, I guarantee you can find a speed run for one of your favorite games. They're incredibly entertaining to watch. Did you know you can beat Pokemon in 2 hours? Because I sure as shit didn't until I watched GDQ.
Intense. Dude.
Right?
What's your favorite?
Go. I love watching Kingdom Hearts.
I sure just saw that coming.
Yeah, everybody should have. It is, like, I cannot stress enough. It is in fucking sane how hardcore the Kingdom Heart runners are. Like, there's so many things where it's frame perfect and all the enemies one-shot you, and like, it's just so fucking crazy to watch. Like, they literally abuse the systems. They abuse frame perfect tricks. They abuse the revenge meter, which is an invisible bar that cues when a boss is going to use his like desperation move, so they're able to like hit the boss in a specific way and like trap them in corner. Like, it's wicked crazy to watch. I love watching Kingdom Hearts get played.
Yeah. I mean,
Specifically, I should iterate. I specifically love watching Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Would you say they're still your favorites even if they weren't among your favorite games?
You know what? Admittedly, probably a little bit biased because I love because I love Kingdom Hearts so much already. But I think if I had played Kingdom Hearts and enjoyed it, and it just wasn't one of my favorite game series of all time, if it was just like, hey, I like Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna watch the speedrun and see what's up, it would still probably rank very, very high. It is astounding to watch them just beat the ever-living piss out of these bosses on the highest difficulty. It's wonderful in so many ways.
I haven't watched the Kingdom Hearts one yet. The next one I'm going to watch is going to be Earthbound, because it took them a while to upload that one.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorites, and I feel bad because they're all Mario.
Oh, they're awesome to watch, though.
Yeah, well, the thing is, when I watch a speed run, generally I like 2D games. Mostly because I see enough of the 3D games, like Doom type games, where they're like, hey, we're gonna clip through this wall and then walk underneath the level for an hour.
Yeah, whereas 2D games are 90% of the time it's literally just pure skill and enemy memorization.
Yeah, and it's like constant movement though, so it's really entertaining. So the Mario No Warp Relay was freaking amazing because they had 3 teams do all the Mario games up to Super Mario World. And like the fact that there was maybe like 6 deaths total across 5 games and 3 teams and like 12 people or something.
Yeah,
or
it's
15
crazy.
People. Yeah, it's just insane. And then my second favorite would be Mario 64 with Chizo 5. Or Chizos.
Actually, haven't watched Mario 64 yet. I'll have to watch that one.
Oh god, dude, it's so fucking insane.
You know what? I'm going to load it up right now, and when we're done, I'm going to watch it.
Oh, good, dude. You'll fucking love it, because it's, like, non-stop. It's, like... Oh, I don't even know. And then, like, there's one point where he does, like, the hardest trick in the entire game, and the whole crowd's just, like, cheering. And I remember showing Kari that, and she's like, I don't know what happened. and even in the video, they're like, oh, he just made it look like nothing, but that was, like, the hardest thing in the entire game.
Yeah, no, I love that. That happens a lot in stuff like Ratchet and Clank. They're like, hey, this is like one of the most frame perfect, and then he just gets it first shot, and everybody's like, whoa!
And people who have never seen it before are just like, I don't get it. He just jumped. Why?
Yeah. No, it's really cool.
Oh god, yeah. Okay, so we explained what speedrunning is. We talked about the base convention, what our favorites are.
Quick thing.
Huh.
I take it back. This pains me a small amount. Kingdom Hearts is my second favorite speedrun to watch.
Is your first Ratchet and Clank?
No.
Oh.
Ratchet and Clank is number 3.
Oh, what's number 1?
I fucking love watching Mega Man games get speedrun. Like,
I was surprised you didn't mention them at all, because those are the ones you always told me, like, oh, dude, Mega Man 4, Mega Man 4, Mega Man X.
I don't know why. I literally just totally forgot. And then all of a sudden I was like, fucking... No. Mega Man games are just stupid entertaining. They go so fast. They're literally firing buster shots like 2 seconds before enemies pop on screen.
Yeah, it's insane.
It is fucking incredible.
And I love when they get to the bosses. And so in Mega Man 9, you had these trophy-esque things for beating all the bosses in under 20 seconds, and they beat them in like 10.
Yeah, something like that.
It's just so fast. It's just like, how do you even? I would never stand that close to an enemy like that.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
So
no, I love watching Mega Man games, Mega Man type games. They're incredible to watch.
I've watched 4, 9, X, and X4.
I watched X6 the other day. X6 is pretty entertaining too.
You know what, dude? I own X6. I still haven't played it.
Nice.
I realized I've owned that game for like 2 years now, and I still haven't played it.
I need to find a speedrun for Mega Man X8.
Yeah? Brutal.
That's widely considered one of the best Mega Man X games they ever made.
I want to see one for X7, the most trash Mega Man X game.
Me too. It's also I want to mention something for anybody curious about the capabilities of speedruns in total. It's widely considered one of the worst games literally ever made is Sonic 06. That game is next level awesome when it's speedrun. Like, it's fucking insane. They literally take that game, tell it to fuck off, and use all of its glitchy bullshit to their advantage.
Well, if
they're like, so if we stand right here and do this, we're literally going to shoot all the way across the map straight into the exit.
If you've seen Sonic Boom, it's the same kind of idea, but literally they just take Knuckles and they can repeatedly jump through the air forever, and they just like go off map till that they're at like the end game pretty much.
That they actually patched that. They can't do that anymore. So the last person to set the world record by doing that literally has it forever. There's no way to ever beat it.
I mean, unless you did an update.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so sick.
That's true. I forgot about the possibility of that. Just don't update.
Yeah. So, wait, what were you just saying?
About what?
I don't know, for anybody... Oh, right, you were talking about Sonic 06. Yeah. My thoughts just left my fucking head.
But it's... So what I'm getting at is speedrunning does incredible things. The simple fact that it can take one of the worst fucking games known to man and make it entertaining to watch is a massive
turn on. I mean, what?
Turn on, sure. Why not?
Okay, dude. I really want to ask, if you were to start speedrunning, what would be the first game you speedrun?
Shit, I can't remember. What did I tell you earlier? I know I said Mega Man X.
Yeah, it was Mega Man X or Super Metroid.
Yeah, it'd be one of those.
Yes, that's still your answer?
Yeah. Probably it'd be one of those just because, again, I love watching the Mega Man games. And also, I couldn't do a game that takes several hours. Like, as much as I would love to learn how to speedrun Kingdom Hearts, I'm not sitting there for 3.5 hours. It's not happening.
I mean, you ain't sitting there for like the 20 hours the first time you do it, and the 19 hours the second time you do it, and the 18 hours the third time you do it.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like you just have to keep going. Like the number one, I'm pretty sure, world record holder for like multiple Ratchet and Clank games, his name's Zem.
Yep.
Like XEM. He has said specifically, he said once during a GDQ, he's like, I have literally lost at least 8,000 runs to this one trick.
Wow.
And then he pulled it off like flawlessly. And that just blew my fucking mind. The idea that he's literally probably played the game upwards of like 50,000 times. Probably.
Or
maybe
some
not
crazy
that
shit,
many,
like 10,000.
But like he's definitely upwards of 10,000 easily. And that's just on the one game. Like, he has world records in Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando, and Up Your Arsenal. And probably a couple of others.
I'm going to assume he was born rich, or he does this on Twitch for a living.
I mean, he's also a trained opera singer, fun fact.
Oh. Well, I guess when he's not doing that, he's playing. Or maybe he's doing it while he plays.
Yeah.
Who knows? No, that's insane, dude. Like, I got the same deal. As much as I'd love to be like, hey, I beat Final Fantasy VII in like 8 hours, I also want to have a life outside of my basement.
Yeah.
So the first game I think I would ever speedrun is Super Mario Bros. Because I personally, if I don't fuck up really bad and have to restart or anything, I can beat it in like 10 minutes as it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to cut that down to 5... I mean, as much skill as that takes, it doesn't sound nearly as difficult as cutting 60 hours down to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would definitely go Mario Bros. First, but like as a dream, I would kind of like to speedrun like Mario RPG. Or sorry,
That'd be
Mario
pretty
and
cool.
Luigi.
Do it.
Yeah. Just because, like, that's such a random one.
I'm pretty sure the world record for that one is like an hour and 40 or something like that.
Yeah. Something that I could never dream of. And for a good idea, the completionist did that game in 13 hours.
Yeah, and that's 100% completion.
And he was saying that you could probably do it in, about 8 to 10 if you weren't doing 100%. Which I'm still like, fucking do more, man.
Yeah. So the any percent speed. This isn't the world record, but so one of these says world record 1 hour 16 minutes 15 seconds.
God damn.
But that's with a lot of glitchy bullshit. Like, that's like fucking with the game code to skip straight to the final boss.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No.
I was just kind of hoping that no one did that game. So maybe I got to change what my dream is.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure like almost every game under the sun has been speedrunned in some capacity at some point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I could pick like a totally trash game like Golgo 13.
Yeah, no, don't, no. But anyways, I think that pretty much wraps up anything for speedrunning.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's
so daunting. Much respect to the guys who can do it.
That's just it. Like, and I can't imagine how much it grates on your nerves.
Oh god, they all have to have high blood pressure.
Oh yeah, and also it's like, can you imagine the people who speedrun games like Final Fantasy VII or Kingdom Hearts or like anything that takes a few hours at minimum?
Just sitting there tapping your toes the whole goddamn time.
Like, exactly. Like, you get like 3 hours into the game. You're in like the final like boss rush type stretch. And what happens if it's like a fucking perfect run and then you fuck up?
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, I can't imagine
so many broken controllers.
So many broken controllers, I guarantee.
Okay, so you'll see in the Mario 64 run, the guy actually says when he's in TikTok Tower, like the very last kind of levels of the game, he had himself hooked up to like a heart monitor, and he was getting up in like the 170s. Dude. If I remember, once you're in the 180s, you're at risk, and once you hit like 200, you're pretty much about to have a heart attack.
Goddamn.
Yeah, because like regular heartbeat's 120, and an exercising heartbeat would be like 160, I think.
Yeah, I know. In gym class and stuff, our teacher always told us a good place to be was 150.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just like, I was at like 179, freaking out because I'm in the last 2 minutes of this game, going for the world record.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane.
It's so insane.
Yep. So anyway, I think we're going to wrap up there. Again, for anybody who's curious about speedruns, just search Games Done Quick on YouTube. You'll be able, hell, you can even literally just type in your favorite game and type speedrun.
Yeah,
I guarantee you'll find it. You'll find something.
Yeah, even if your game is hot trash or fucking Jackal on the NES.
Yeah.
I watched that, dude. It's actually kind of impressive.
It is. They're cool. Especially like NES games are a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. It was like 6 minutes.
Yeah, they go fast.
Like, we're going to upgrade to the missile, and okay, let's just go.
Yeah. Pew, 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 pew. So, again, yeah, Games Done Quick on YouTube. Or just type in whatever game you want, type speedrun, hit search, you'll find something.
Have a good time.
Have an awesome time. And again, you never know. Maybe we have a speedrunner watching right now. To you, sir, all the respect.
All of it.
I don't care if you're running fucking the Little Mermaid on NES, respect.
So, that was episode 19 of the Infinity Games podcast. I'm Jukebox Hero.
I'm KelryxsKing.
Have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
Do 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 do. If you want to support us, be sure to leave a rating on iTunes, like and subscribe on YouTube, or follow our RSS feed.